This video is sponsored by Madrina's Coffee. Madrina's Coffee offers coffee for fuel delivered right to your door. Use the code BOOST to get 50% off anything in the online store, or use the code to get your first round of subscription service free and free shipping. Hey, welcome everybody to part 4 of house number 5 of season 3 of houses. So today we're hopefully going to finish up this house. It's been 4 parts and we've gotten pretty far. So last part we left off with our outline of quartz, just kind of following the outline here. So, and I didn't mention in the last part, if you haven't watched those, go watch those first. You can catch up with where we are. But we want this exact window or roof design to come all the way over to the other side. So the best way to make sure we're at the right spot here is kind of take a stair and just kind of have it come all the way back here on both sides to make sure we're in the right spot to start, because we want this exact same design here. So it should be just like this. So if we come down one more block, it should look something just like this, should be my guess. And perfect. So 1 block gap in front, which is what we want. All right. And this one will start right here. So we need this one to turn into that. And boom. So now what we can do from here is start our stair step design. So kind of what we've been doing. We're going to use stone for this side of the roof. So from here, we're just going to keep using stone and continue your stair step design coming up. And it should come to the exact same point as the one over there. So just kind of add up with everything just like this. Add in your quartz stair outline, which is so important to making this look so much better, in my opinion. And then just come to the bottom side and add in your upside down stairs. Just like this. I hate having a cold because I feel like I can't talk at all. And I know that looks a little bit weird not having it centered, but I think it's actually necessary to make this house look a little bit better with how it looks. So it's a very important step in my opinion. And what we can even do is we can even just fill this gap in, since it might look a little bit weird with this roof being offset from the center. Then we can even do is connect these two roofs together just like that. So just like that, upside down stair here in the middle with a quartz slab on top, along to finish it off with a stone brick slab right behind it. Oh, that's the wrong one. There we go. So now is the easiest part of the roof building process, and that's just kind of following your outline of everything else. So I'm going to get rid of all the excess roof here that we do not need. So all you're going to do is using your stone brick stairs, just kind of follow the outline from here on out. It should be very simple, just keep connecting the two sides of the roof together, and you should be dwindling it down after a while if you do it correctly, that is, I should say. But this part should be pretty easy in my opinion, because it's just kind of monotonous work following the same outline. So there's not really going to be too much describing here about how, what I'm doing, because it's just kind of following the same outline and the same outline again. And you end up with the same result in the long run. And even if you missed off by 1 block, hopefully your house should look the same. But it's a very decent sized house. It's a small house in width, but it's a pretty long house as well. And the great thing about this house is, if you notice, a lot of the sides do not have, what's the word I'm looking for? They don't really have like windows, which is good. So if you want to make this house wider, you can. It's going to be very easy to do that. So the only thing about the roof that I want to point out is, so when you get to this window here, what we're actually going to do is use slabs for that. So you kind of skip over that. So act like that wasn't there. Just kind of work your way over again. We're going to use slabs for that to make sure it's not taller than the main part of the roof. Just to make sure, And if we need to, there's a couple things we could do to make it look a little bit better. But let's figure out the height of our roof first and then kind of go from there. Hopefully that made sense, to you guys. I tried to describe that as best I could. Some things are just very hard to describe when you're building stuff. Boop, boop, boop. Yeah, but so far the house series is going pretty good. I'm liking a lot of the houses that are being built. I think out of this series so far, out of the 5 houses that we've made, I wouldn't say this one's my favorite. It's probably my second favorite with design. I like the materials, but I like the townhouse over there. The reason I like it is there's so much detail put into such a small house. I like stuff like that. It just makes it look so much better in my opinion. You can just like feel the time that went into something. Boop. And you just connect these two together. All right. So when you do end up with something like this, guys, all you're going to do is just take in your stone brick slabs and just finish that off on both sides, just like this. And then just continue your same routine of narrowing things down. So just kind of continue this. And maybe we won't use slabs for that other roof. What we might do is another kind of a point roof, which I'm not sure like what you call those. A pointy roof? Kind of like what we did over here might be the best way to describe that besides a pointy roof. And I might, so as you guys know, in the house series, or if this isn't if this is your first time watching the house series, out of all my other house series as well, usually at the end of a house series, we do a mansion. I actually might have a mansion in my head for what we can do. It might be a pretty big mansion. It might look like a castle. So maybe the same materials that we're using here to an extent. I mean, obviously some things will be different, especially scale. But it might be the same materials that you're seeing here. I might like those better. I like using gray for mansions. Gray for mansions, this seems realistic. If you look at a lot of mansions in real life, a lot of them are gray for whatever reason. Not sure what that reason is, but a lot of them are. All right, so when you get to here, just finish this off with a slab on top, just like that. So now what we need to figure out is, so if we do another stair-step design like this, will be taller than the main roof over there. So that's what we need to figure out. It might be, because this is pretty wide, wider than I thought it would be. Actually, it won't be. So yeah, what we're going to do is we're actually going to do this. So now just doing this, add in your same stairs, same design, and this should come to an even number at this point, so your stairs should be perfectly aligned. We can get rid of all the excess stairs here, which can cause a problem. So just kind of keep doing this. And I'm just going to keep getting rid of these in a stair-step design fashion. Now this one needs to go. This will save us a little bit of time. Not much, but a little bit. There we go. So now just connect these two sides together. Boop, boop. And we will, of course, have our chord outline for everything. That's just a given. I think that just adds so much more detail to a house, having that outline. It separates everything. It lets you know that, hey, this is where the roof starts. This makes things a little bit more clear for everybody. And then just connect these two, just like that. Perfect. That actually worked out. I was hoping that would work first try, and it did. So just keep doing your same design. Connect those two together, obviously. And so all these windows that we made, they will be a one block behind the actual window itself. So none of these windows will have glass panes. You're only going to use glass blocks, which will go behind the window for extra depth, and also it's great for doing interior. So now add in your court stairs in front of these. I'm actually really liking this house. I haven't taken a step back to look at it yet. Also, I realized I put a upside down stair there by accident, which I'll fix that here in a second. So coming out here, add in your upside downs. This one needs to be fixed. Do that. There we go. Come to the other side and then work your way back down this time around. And boom! Take a step back and look at it. I actually really like adding that point right there. I think it made it look so much better from the side. I'm really happy with that. Alright, so guys, that's it for the roof. So we do have some backyard work to do, which is kind of rare for some of these. So for some of these, we're going to kind of get rid of some of these materials here. So you will need some materials for this. So you will need some polished andesite, which I said in part 1 that we would need, but we never used it. You will still need your quartz slabs. I'm going to bring this down here. I should have hit Y on that. What else should we use? And let's continue with our cobblestone as well. We might need that. So we're going to do, coming to the backside of your house. I'm going to save this real quick just to make sure we don't lose anything. We're going to do, coming to the backside of your house where we have this big window. We're going to do, using your cobblestone, we're going to come out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 blocks should be good. And we're going to stack this up 2 or 3 blocks. I think 3 should be good. And on your third block, add 1 layer of quartz slabs on top of that, okay? Very simple, hopefully. So, next, using your polished andesite, get rid of the stone here. That's going to be our walkway. This is going to be the material that we're going to use for everything. And what we're going to do is actually just have this come over probably about 5 blocks away from your garage. So, you should have 5 blocks here. On your 6th block, you're going to continue your design. And so what we're going to do, your cobblestone here is going to come out quite a bit further, and you'll see why here in a second. So same design, 3 blocks tall on this. I'm actually going to make it a little bit shorter here, just like this. So I had it come out. So this one, I'm not sure if I counted this for you guys. Over here was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 blocks. Okay. This one, we came out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 blocks, okay? So now you're going to come diagonal, 1, 2, 3, all right? Come diagonal 1, come diagonal, actually, let's make this a 2. Make this come diagonal 2, 1, another 2, and then you're going to have these two come over and meet just right there. Okay, so this one was actually ending in 4 blocks. Let's make it an even 5. I guess it won't be even odd, I guess, technically, but you guys get the idea. So make these 3 tall as well. So now what we're going to do is, what kind of stairs we want to use for this? Let's use cobblestone stairs as well. What we're going to do is have it come over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 blocks for this, okay? It's going to come up twice to match with your height of your andesite. So now what we're going to do is taking your cobblestone. We actually want this wall here to match what's over here. So we're going to have it come over and then have it come over 1 more block back. So just like that. Very, very simple. So it should look something just like this. And actually, let's make this 1 block shorter. So the one over here, this wall, will be 1 block shorter, and you'll see why here in a second. Got rid of the wrong block. We're going to get rid of some of this andesite because we're actually going to have 3 different layers to this, which might make it look very, very nice. So this is going to come over 1 more block. So you're going to have your cobblestone stairs come down from here to match. What's wrong about that? So hold on. This will come down like this, right? I just want to make sure I'm doing this correctly real quick. So just like this. Boop, 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 boop. Oh, I think I see why it's off. So we don't need this block here. There we go. Add in your quartz slabs on top of this. Boop, boop. All right, have this come all the way over and connect the 2 sides together. Just like that. So your stairs for this will come all the way over and connect to your house. And then your andesite will now be sitting on the floor. So you now have 2 different layers, or 3 if you count the ground level. But hopefully this made sense. I actually thought that was pretty well described in my opinion. So just kind of keep adding everything here. Boop, boop, boop. And what we can even do is add in a table around here. I think that would be pretty nice to add. Just kind of keep outlining and putting your andesite down to fill in all this extra space that we now have. Just like that. All right, take a step back and look. Looking pretty dang good if you ask me. Just like this. Okay, now using your quartz stairs, what you're going to do now is you're going to have your, down here below, what we're going to do is have this come out 1, 2, and then have this come all the way over to the other side. Now, if you go over into your inventory and grab some, I would say spruce leaves would look pretty good. What we're going to do is have this come all the way up, is make a kind of a wall of leaves here. That's what I was talking about. There we go. Just like that. All right, looking pretty dang good if you ask me. So then we want to make a fence. So our fence will be, I like to use jungle wood planks. I just think they look a lot like a fence, mainly with this texture pack. That's what we're going to use. So I'm going to start mine right here at the very edge of the house, just like this. Have it come back pretty far, obviously farther back than the thing over there. And then, obviously, this depends on how much space you have, right? I mean, how far you can come back. If you want your yard to be bigger, I'm going to have my fence end right here, even in the middle of where the stairs come down and connect the 2 sides together, and make this too tall for our fence. There we go. So now what we're going to do, lastly but not least, we're going to add in a little table here for more design. So I'm going to use oak wood planks along with, we will need some doors. Where's the thing? I can't think of anything right now. Trap doors. Where are the trap doors? We don't need iron. We need wooden. There we go. And you also need, let's see. Let's go birchwood stairs for this. So what you're going to do is your dark oak wood planks are going to go here and kind of make it however long you want. It doesn't really matter in length. I'm just going to go about there. Your trapdoors are going to go on the ends here, just like this. You're not going to put them on the very ends, like right here. You're going to leave those blank. All right. Then using a fence, maybe like a acacia wood, and then using quartz, or quartz slabs, What you're going to do is have your fence be in the middle of your table, like just right there. Maybe even just shorten this up by 1 to make sure it's in the center. Have it come up 3 blocks, I think should be pretty good. And basically you're just going to add in a kind of a little, what do you call these things? I can't think of the name. Yep, I'm drawing a blank. I'm definitely drawing a blank right now. I can't think of them. Yeah, but I really cannot think of anything right now. Sorry, guys. Like a little, I can't think of it. It's going to bother me now. Umbrella pretty much is what we're going for. There we go. Just like that. Add in stairs here to act as your seats. Just every other one. Just like that. I think should be pretty good. Oh, is that not centered? It should be. There we go. And then, boop, do the same thing. 2 and 2. There we go. Now we have a small little table there as well. And then I would probably add like a pool or something over here, you know? I mean, sprucing this up. So thank you guys for watching. That's it for this house. I think it's actually turned out pretty dang well for how it looks. Oh, we did miss one thing. I'm happy I mentioned this. So, back in the front, we need to add in our front door. Kind of missed that. So obviously we have a window here. What we're going to do is to kind of just have our cobblestone come around. Boop, boop, boop. Just like this. So it should be 1 block back. Just like that, okay? And it's kind of 5. So basically we want a 5 block gap in the middle. So same as the width of the stairs. Kind of stack these up until it's even with everything. Just like this. I'm kind of doing this pretty quick. We're already running on to 15 minutes for this part. So trying to speed things up a little bit here. Hopefully this is making sense though. It's, I mean, kind of self-explanatory in my opinion. So just like that. So did I do it right? So we need to add 1 block here. And then for your door, basically you can have, I'd probably say, maybe some more dark oak wood fence or planks. Is have your 1x1 door, or 1x2 door, I guess, technically, right there. And finish it off with some more cobblestone here in the center. And boom, there's your door, and maybe use like andesite or something like that. And maybe even lower this by 1 block. That way your floor does not have to be cobblestone on the inside. So that's another, probably a good tip to have here. There we go. And I'll probably put your andesite here for your walk path like we've been doing with everything else so far. And my swiftness ran out. There we go. And now your front door is now complete without having a big opening. There we go. So now you guys have to fill in your windows like what we did over here, which is very simple. You guys can do that by yourself. So bye-bye, guys, and thank you very much for watching. It is greatly appreciated. I will see you guys next week for another house. So bye-bye, guys. Hey guys, so before we get to the giveaway, I want to talk to you guys a little bit more about Madrina's Coffee. So Madrina's Coffee has some amazing coffee and a great, variety of different flavors that you can try it yourself. But one of the things I like about them the most is the fact that they are gamers. They actually understand the gaming market. It's not just a advertising thing to them. It's one of those things to where if you're passionate about something, it's even more fun to sponsor it. And that's actually exactly what they're doing here. They enjoy the brand. They enjoy helping out channels and stuff like that. And they're helping my channel out in a pretty big way and bringing this house series to you guys. And we will be doing some streaming with them later on as well in the next couple weeks, hopefully. But, it's such a rare thing to find that people in a company that really care about the, the gaming community in itself. And, they also support gaming channels as well. I mean, for example, me, they're also going to be supporting other gaming channels along the way. And, no matter how big or small, they could sponsor you. They will work with you on what you have. So let's get into the giveaway details. So how this is going to work is to enter into the giveaway. All you have to do, very simple, go down into the comment section, right? And type in #coffee4fuel. And what that's going to do is as soon as you type that in, I will be able to see who comments, right? And as soon as you type that, you're automatically entered in to the giveaway for free coffee. So that's as simple as it is. All you have to do is type in #coffee4fuel. You'll see it on the screen here on how to spell it. Yeah, so that's pretty much all you have to do in order to get this giveaway, guys. So it's so simple. And at the end of this house, I will do a big reveal about who won this giveaway, but we will have some more in the series as well as we go. So don't forget to use the code BOOST to get 50% off anything in the online store, or use the code for get your first round of subscription service free and free shipping.